Guess what? Teams last night was hella interesting, man. Hella interesting. I hope you guys have been watching the games last night, man. Oh, my picks have been going bad. The lesser teams have just been whooping them. Better teams ass,
These
man.
fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet them down.
Got the Boston Celtics today. Wait, let's see if there's any injured before we go in there. Yeah, so they don't get this.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
So we played them in the in-season tournament, and we won with a pretty close game, I think.
Please text the word Celtics along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our relations team will respond immediately. There are still a few tickets left for upcoming Celtics home games. The quickest way by, right on your phone. Just download the Boston Celtics app. Celtics fans, if you're interested in attending future home games, we've got you covered. Swing by one of our ticket stores for more information. The National Basketball Association and the Boston Celtics committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore
Up next, the Jazz taking on the Celtics. For the Jazz, hard work paying off with the best record in the NBA. And they're determined to hold that top spot. Celtics Jazz is next. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lauri Markkanen.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's Robinson, and it's Hendricks in at the four-man position. And for Boston, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Pritchard in at the one spot. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And the Jazz start out with the ball. And here is Robinson. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Just so many things Markkanen can do to help your team on both sides.
And Markkanen drops them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Brown the pass to Porzingis. Brown kicks to White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Shot clock at 5. Back to Brown. And there's the drive. And the dunk by Brown.
Attacking the rim at full speed. No one wanted to get in Brown's way.
To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Sexton against Brown. Over Sexton. Brown, no good. The Jazz on offense. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control, they never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Here's Pritchard. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Now Tatum, after Lowry Markkanen misses from long range.
Come on, man. That's a mishmash right there.
Pass to Porzingis.
See?
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Robinson, that's good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Pritchard. And White kicks to Tatum.
Yeah.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown outside.
He's gonna pull that.
And the three off target. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. That gives them the lead.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. With some arc. Kessler with the rebound. Utah leading. Robinson kicks to Sexton. White against Robinson. Here's Hendricks. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Oh, this thing already downstairs.
Boston again missing.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Markkanen. Here's the three. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Markkanen's got 5.
Well, Markkanen's one of the more efficient, high-volume three-point shooters in the league.
Shot to stop the run, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jazz leading by 3. Now Sexton, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Lets a floater go, and it's sent back by White. There's the screen. Robinson passes to Hendricks. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Outside, Porzingis.
Hey, Tatum is free. Tatum is free. Tatum is free.
Utah with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And an NBA Finals rematch tonight, and they're the defending champs.
Oh, yes.
Certainly feeling confident.
We can see that.
By Robinson. Pass to Markkanen. Sinks the
It's a
three-pointer.
rematch for the NBA Finals.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
White with the defensive effort.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Now, here's Sexton. No scoring in this one. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Tatum. Three-pointer, Markkanen. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown outside. Shoots it up. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Robinson passes to Kessler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. On mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays?
I'm trying to make it average like 12
schemes,
points, man. 12, 14
or
points.
was the recipe
You need to
set?
finish.
Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
Now, here is Robinson after Jaylen Brown's miss. Pass to Markkanen. Porzingis with the steal.
The hell? This game, yo, 2K.
Out to the
Needs
right
to
wing.
stop that.
Back to Brown.
I passed that ball
Yeah, not in his most efficient this
time
quarter.
ago.
He's got to work on finding high percentage.
What?
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots.
Nabbing another steal.
You have to be so careful around him. He relentlessly challenges ball handlers and jumps into the passing lane.
That's why he's now in a tie for 5th most steals in a season. His defense is something else. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I was expecting to come around, my bad.
Threes now in the first for the Celtics.
I know it's a long three, but for guys like Tatum, that's just a normal shot.
Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Thanks, Kevin. With time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the New York Knicks making the news. They're bringing in Jimmy Butler, and with him, his multiple All-Star and All-NBA experience. Butler knows he can be a difference maker and feels that wherever he goes has a championship potential. They believe this acquisition is a major upgrade on both ends of the floor.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Hendricks has got 9 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Here's Brown. Kessler with the rebound.
Let's go, man.
Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Markkanen passes to Hendricks. Outside, George. Pass to Sexton. No good with the triple. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston.
Stop in.
4-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And defensively,
Well,
in
I'm
that
back
way,
in.
they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Springer's checked in, and it's Holiday in for Pritchard. Back to George. Pass to Filipowski. Robinson up top. Just 4 to shoot.
Do with that, man.
George, no good.
George,
Even though
from
he
the
couldn't
other
get that with the ball,
game.
that's a shot they want him taking.
Springer the pass to Queta. Here's Springer. Porzingis with a screen on George. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 7 points
George,
for
man.
Porzingis. Utah has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Brogdon right side. George looking around. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Springer rebounded by the Jazz.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Back to Brown. Here's Keita. Still yet to score. Here's Porzingis. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
They set the pick. Robinson kicks to Brogdon. Here he goes. Got a piece of it. Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Brown. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Utah trailing here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you for that.
In the last game against the Magic put on a performance. He scored 40 points and a triple-double for all that effort. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Wagner with a screen for Robinson. And there's Wagner on the assist for Robinson. And now it's a three-point Jazz lead.
Wagner loves the ball inside. He makes his money on the block.
I make your money on the block? Okay, all right.
Holiday against Robinson.
No.
Right side, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6.
Don't expect Porzingis to back off inside. He's ready for that physicality.
For Boston, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. From deep, George. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. It doesn't go for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Jazz lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Oh, my bad.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Robinson is out there with George. Then there's Filipowski. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Wagner in at the 5. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. To the middle. Now here's Wagner. Defense right on him. And
come on, Wagner, you gotta do better.
We'll have a
gotta do better. You gotta do better, Wagner.
Tatum passes to Springer. On the wing, Holiday. Outside Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. That puts them in the lead. Tatum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
Celtics leading by 3. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Holiday. Outside Tatum. The tray. Robinson pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak
Hey!
coverage there, but they
Just
can't
stop.
count on him to continue missing.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to
Just
go
stop.
without the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. Robinson dishes to George. Robinson up top, guarded by Holiday. Brogdon outside. Hits it from three-point
Yeah,
range.
that's it. I've been trying to get you
Brogdon's got his first
open,
bucket
man.
of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the confidence
Another play
Brogdon
for you.
has in himself, it's infectious. Skilled at recognizing when to let it go.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. George with the screen on Simmons. Robinson passes to George. He swipes the ball away again.
Truly
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Tatum passes to Keita. And another steal for him.
And he's had the clamps on opponents.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's Tatum. No good again that time. Jazz leading by 4. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Robinson kicks to Wagner. And
You
Boston
can make
with the
shots.
rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Simmons can't get it to go. The Jazz have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the inside. Here's Filipowski. Good, and the assist goes to
Okay,
Robinson.
Filipowski.
Now it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Simmons looking around. Outside Tatum. Six to shoot. They get it back. Here's Keita. Nice defense from Wagner. The Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Shots good by Filipowski.
I love Filipowski sometimes. He runs to the rim. That's what a big man should do. He can shoot, but he also runs to
They've been
the rim.
struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Here's Porzingis. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders.
Oh,
they
no.
need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Oh, no.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
So I got a 10-point lead. I messed it up.
Utah leading by 5. Kessler setting the pick for Robinson. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
So it's Boston now. Outside, White. Markkanen against Brown. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Robinson passes to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And Kessler is so smart down there. Focuses on taking high percentage shots within his range.
Pass to Pritchard. It's White on the wing. Brown outside.
Nope, that's my steal. That's my steal.
Into the lane, and it's sent back by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
And again, my steal.
Coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Bounce pass Kessler. Stolen by Tatum. Jumps up. And it's Tatum completing the break.
I never realized.
Tatum there. Once he got the swipe, he was locked in on going all the way.
Robinson drives in. Markkanen in the corner. There's the triple. Buries it from 3-point range. Markkanen's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Pritchard. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Gets a very good look and converts. And that's 12 points for Porzingis. Utah leading by 6. Picked by Markkanen. Robinson goes in. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 10-point Jazz lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there, then continuing to press the advantage.
Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in, and Utah with a change here, too. Keontae George, he's checked in for Robinson.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Boston has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2
10-point lead, yeah. Keep it close.
Pass to Brown.
Keep it.
This one for three. Sexton grabs the board.
Oh, Sexton, push it. Don't slow down.
Utah Jazz. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
Let him post up.
Here's Hendricks.
Let him post up, yes.
Kessler. Light covering. Utah moving it around.
Exactly. Bang, Keontae. Yeah.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
White the pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled to stop the run.
Oh, no.
And White the bucket on the assist by Porzingis.
White's got another double.
Triples in the second now for Boston. Pass to Kessler. And here is Markkanen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pritchard passes to Queta. Here's Pritchard. Screen by Porzingis. Here's Pritchard, defended by George. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Don't make you pull that.
Outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Here's
Come on, yeah, Hendricks. Oh, finish.
Contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow.
You're going to get the most improved player, man.
Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Line for 2.
You get that new clock, Daddy.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
He doesn't get the second one.
Oh, come on, man.
Celtics trail by 11. It's White on the wing. And stolen by Sexton.
Yes, Sexton.
And foul
Finish.
on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, these coaches can't be happy they fouled Sexton. He's a good foul shooter.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Sexton.
Well, you know, Sexton is the definition of a spark plug. He's a high-energy, high-paced player and is terrific at creating scoring opportunities for himself. And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And he makes the first.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And Brown drops them both. Jazz leading by 10. Pass to Kessler. And here's Sexton. Shoots the three.
Yep. Open. Bang.
And
Oh,
it's
come
White
on.
with the rebound. White's got his 4th rebound in this one. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. White's got 8 points in the quarter.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
Hendricks passes to Sexton.
Wet it. Wet it.
Nobody around. The
Wet
basket
it.
good off the assist from Sexton. Markkanen's got 14.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. White the pass to Brown. Porzingis with the ball. Over Kessler. Off target with the fadeaway. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Jazz.
What we do.
Up by 11. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Utah Jazz.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect. Neither is that. And let's move to some recent news. Multiple trades are shaking up the league.
Adding Jimmy Buckets is huge. A guy who can get points anytime from anywhere. When he gets that look in his eye, run off points is coming.
And he has a huge effect on team culture, wanting to play alongside guys who are tough and accountable. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Celtics trail by 11. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. The guards are Pritchard and White, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. That's the Boston Five. Tatum no good.
And with the
Defense.
success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Robinson down low. Kessler passes to Sexton. No good on the
That was a
three.
pass to Sexton,
Rare
man.
You'll see him miss.
That was
such
a
an
pass to
open
Sexton. You
Here's
said it.
White. No good on the triple.
look. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Kessler. Over White. Nails the baby hook.
Go, Kessler.
Kessler's got the lead up to 13 now for Utah. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Over Robinson. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Pritchard's got his first basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Sexton with it. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Robinson misses. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me. Well, the way Markkanen plays inside is exactly what that coaching staff wants.
And Markkanen drops them both. And here's White. He's got 10. Outside Tatum.
How do you have the thing? Comes middle.
Pass to Pritchard. Stolen by Kessler. White with it.
Oh, no.
And now by Sexton. Outside
I just
Tatum.
realized the Batman was there.
The three from Tatum.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Robinson for three, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum from the arc. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hendricks passes to Sexton. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Tatum finds Porzingis. Back to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis can't hit. Utah leading by 9. Sexton the pass to Robinson. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. Floats one. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Brown's shot is good. Here's Robinson. He's got 17. Markkanen kicks to Robinson. Pass to Hendricks. Another miss by Utah.
Come on, Hendricks,
In
man.
terms of shot selection, lucky for
I mean,
him.
such like I just shot making. Such selections are great.
Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 4-point Utah lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Robinson with it. Picked up by Brown. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the
Just number one, give me
second
the
chance
assist.
Well, we have seen Markkanen accept more and more responsibility over time. What a dominant scorer.
Now Brown. He's got 13. From downtown. And the Celtics another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And stolen by White. Over Hendricks. Tried to bank it in, but he missed.
That's some bullshit.
He's been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, Markkanen's height is such an advantage
That's
in that
some
mid-range
bullshit.
area.
Celtics trail by 5.
Sometimes it's back when them switch. I swear.
Nabbing another steal.
And he has just been ferocious.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Robinson. Here's Hendricks. Buries it down low.
Thank you, Hendricks.
And it's a 9-point Utah lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Utah Jazz.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, where they just jump at it.
Jazz leading by 9. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Kessler, the screen. Robinson passes to Kessler. Can't connect from short range. Celtics trail by 9. Outside Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Porzingis against Kessler. And it's sent back by Kessler. Pritchard passes to Tatum. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz leading by 9. Outside Sexton. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Launches it. Rebound, Utah. Hendricks has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Now let MyCareer and go in this
to Sexton. Now Markkanen. Now here is Robinson. He's covered by Brown. Clock at 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaylen Brown. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What are some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as
because you know,
standing Holiday. He knows exactly when one of his guys has been left uncovered.
Now here is Robinson. 20 points for him.
That's not the play. That's not
Sexton
the play.
With it. A 3. The rebound by Cato.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And finished off by Robinson.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Jaylen Brown proven to be a tough customer.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And free throw good from Brown. The Celtics making a switch here. Springer's checked in. Mo Wagner's checked in for Utah. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Robinson. And Brown drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Jazz leading by 8. Up top, Brogdon. He averages about 5 points a game. Inside, there's the steal. Outside, Holiday. Springer, good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
1:52 left in the third quarter. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Boston shooting for the game at 42%. And here's Holiday.
Yeah, it's
to the
same
paint.
still.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. 1:35 left to play in the third.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Brogdon. Springer pulls it in. Celtics trail by 6.
Brogdon? Where's
Holiday
Brogdon?
left
Brogdon.
side.
Oh, you're back in the play.
Shoots over Filipowski. Goes back up.
Oh, no.
Filipowski grabs the board. The Jazz shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Pass to George. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Hendricks. And Boston with the
Hendricks,
rebound.
come on, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Brown with it. George picks him up. Brown kicks to Holiday. Three-pointer. They get it again. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop. Jazz leading by 6.
Force up to Filipowski.
And he drives in the corner. George with it. Just 5 to shoot. Money from the wing.
George
has got 5 now. Here's Brown. 18 points for him. Puts up a deep 3. That shot off. And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Mo Wagner. Brogdon out there with Filipowski. Then it's George, and it's Robinson in at the point guard position. Wagner as screen on Holiday. Robinson finds Wagner, and finished off by Wagner.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
Outside Holiday. Shoots from the elbow.
Oh, he had him on the speedy.
Popping in off the front of the rim.
Okay.
Here's Robinson. Now Brogdon.
Oh, man.
Outside Robinson. Back to Brogdon. Rocket 6. Wagner with a screen for Brogdon. Drills the three-pointer.
Shot.
And the Jazz lead by 11.
Well, it's much easier to space the floor when you have effective shooters like Brogdon on your roster.
Now here's Tatum. Guarded closely. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
He misses the free throw.
Well, it's so impressive how Jason Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
First free throw is good.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead. And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Outside Tatum. There's the pick. Oh, Tatum from way outside.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
George passes to Brogdon. Outside Robinson. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the first one drops.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Utah.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. That three off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
George, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Holiday against George. Sexton for three. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Shot boy.
And the Jazz lead by 12.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Outside Tatum. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, if the defense closes on Tatum, he'll go into them. He's happy to get sent to the line.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tillman's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Williams is checked in.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
Fires the three. A rebound by the Celtics.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Holiday with the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, Holiday finds ways to score inside and from beyond the arc.
Pass to Williams. Robinson for three. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum.
Come on, just nice steal. Don't make you shoot that. Don't make you shoot that.
Again, the Celtics good for two.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
The hell?
Outside Holiday. In the corner. Tatum with it. Over Sexton. Rebounded by the Jazz. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Tatum on the wing. Pass to Tillman. 6 to shoot. Now here is Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Man,
Holiday's got his third assist on the night. Now here is George. Sexton kicks to Robinson. And the layup is good. Robinson's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Kata,
the hell?
And that one is stuffed right through.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Holiday, the pass to Tillman. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Tillman. Outside Holiday. Here's Pritchard.
Shit, my bad. I was watching, I was ball watching.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And It's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Tatum, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters.
That's had two basket me before.
As we find
Yeah,
out
I get
more.
that.
Yeah, I think we're in for a
Nothing
real treat.
more.
I think the increased importance of the
Villian.
three-point shot in
I'm gonna
today's
get
game
Villian.
has really shined a
Get
light
Villian.
on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
White, he's checked in for the Celtics. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Jazz. Brown outside. To Porzingis. Over Kessler. Porzingis can't hit. Utah leading by 6. Lebowski passes to Robinson. To the middle. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Sexton against Porzingis. Crafty move. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see
Oh,
from
boy.
Porzingis.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And Utah making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. Robinson with it. Pass to Hendricks. Another miss by Utah.
One made three formed for the game.
That's
Does
not
he
mine?
focus closer in? Let's see.
Down low is Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Kessler finds Robinson. Back to Kessler. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Launches a three. Hendricks, good.
You want me
And
that
the Jazz
complicated
lead by
shot
5.
instead of
Yeah,
open
really
shot.
nice to see Markkanen keeping his head up and finding the open teammate.
Brown outside. From deep. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Three-pointer, Markkanen. And Utah, another 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Tatum, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one fire. Tatum's got 30 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Robinson passes to Markkanen. Count it.
Yeah, and you
Okay.
like to see
Got
Markkanen
it.
putting his size to use inside.
And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing here by 8. Porzingis with a screen on Sexton. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Robinson misses.
The hell?
Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Tatum down low. White the pass to Pritchard. Beyond the arc. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
The big man delivers. Kessler just went to work.
Tatum down low. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
That's what Hendricks.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Good on both.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Picked by Markkanen. Robinson passes to Markkanen. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Outside Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
What a big-time bucket. Tatum stepping up as a leader and coming through for his team.
Picked by Markkanen. Robinson with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Markkanen. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Markkanen's got 32 points.
Well, they needed someone to step up there, and it's Markkanen who answers the call.
Here's Tatum, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Jason Tatum.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Robinson up top. He's covered by Brown.
What a shot by Markkanen. You can see why his teammates turned to him down the stretch.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he begged his players to keep it simple out there. He told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And Porzingis is a huge presence. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul it.
At the line for your Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
The Jazz on offense. The open look here for Sexton. Drops in the tray. And the Jazz lead by 7.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Celtics Entertainment.
.30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis finds Brown. His three-pointer's off the mark. Utah with the ball. They lead by 7. And here is Robinson. So we see the Jazz get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony.
Hey, yo, bad play.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. They talked the talk, but you walked the walk.
Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Ooh, I can play. Julius Randle is hurt. Portis hurt. Damn. Your starting line is supposed to be easy beat down for me. But I might end the stream here, then tomorrow come back and do these two. For a weekend. But I'm gonna go ahead and stream some Conan right now. The All-Star. So I played guys 3 times. I played guys right after the All-Star break. Oh no. That's wrong. They bossed them before. I think you guys sharp me up before the playoffs.